What's going on, everybody? This is a segment from the Nerdgasm Talk podcast. If you like podcasts, well, why don't you come join us as the crew gets silly and Philly while we sit to talk about the latest in comics, games, movies, and all things pop culture. You guys can listen to our whole show on all the podcasts apps. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you guys get your podcasts from. And make sure you guys also support the channel by subscribing to the Nerd Coalition Studios. And for the gaming needs, make sure you subscribe to Nerd Coalition Level Up. This is the Nerd Coalition. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And now, feel the Nerdgasm. You know I got to talk about
the boogeyman.
The boogeyman, yes. John Wick Chapter 4. Look. First of all, before I get into my movie review, I want to say rest in peace to Lance Reddick, who passed away. Who, for those who don't know, is the black guy with the glasses in these John Wick movies. And he
had quite a resume too.
Yes, absolutely. He passed away, and it was like a week before the movie came out. We was like, "Whoa!"
Right? Yeah.
That was like close.
He was in this game called Destiny.
Yes.
And he was one of the characters, like one of the lead characters in that game, and the fans of the game had like a small memorial for him. They were sitting by his character, putting their flags up.
That is touching. That is nice. And he still got about 3 or 4 projects still coming out. After his death, obviously, because they got the John Wick prequel, and they also have White Man Can't Jump. So,
he's in that?
Huh? Yeah. So. That's coming out in 2 months, I think it is. So stay tuned for that. But okay, so John Wick Chapter 4. What can I say about this movie here?
Hoping a lot.
I'm a huge fan of the John Wick series. Okay, huge fan. Love the first one. Love the second one. Like the third one. So. I was like, when I heard the runtime for John Wick, I was sitting there thinking like, I don't know if I want to. There's one thing to be killing and do the gun fu thing, but for 3 hours, I get kind of exhausted by that. I was scared for that.
I got Batman PTSD.
I can agree with you on that one.
That movie scarred me.
And on top of that, where Keanu Reeves' acting gets worse every John Wick movie.
Is it worse? I mean, it is okay.
You a Reeves fan?
I think we got used to it. I think that's the the thing.
No, his acting in the fourth one is terrible.
Dang,
it's terrible. But it works for the character, but it's terrible.
Yeah,
he. I can count on my hand how many lines he got in this movie, and then the one when he finally says like one whole sentence, he still brings back the. I was like, bruh, are you even trying anymore? It's like,
that or common
pistols.
I'd rather have him than Common.
Oh, you would rather have all the characters in this movie.
Wow.
So, John Wick Chapter 4 takes place just after John Wick Chapter 3. And so what I want to do here is I'm going to give you what I liked, what I didn't like, and I'm not because I'm not gonna spoil swag. I don't really want to spoil y'all also, but I will give you some slight things that I thought were interesting. That's not even a spoiler, but close to it, like teetering on the edge type thing. Mm-hmm. First off, the action is great. It's you know where you're at in a John Wick movie, okay? And they still find creative ways to make this thing brutal. Yes, to make this thing brutal, and the way they add certain things, like because now we're dealing with bulletproof Kevlar. We're dealing with bulletproof suits here now. And I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, because the first scene in the first big action scene in the movie when it's at the Cartier Hotel in Osaka, I was just like, oh, it's about to go down, and it's like, give me the real Hawkeye and give me the real Daredevil. We're gonna show you how to do this.
Oh,
bruh.
They did.
What'd you say?
I said they did that.
Oh, swag. I'm telling you. So, Donnie Yen is in this movie. Do you know who he is?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Badass motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he.
One of the best parts of Rogue One.
Yeah. You know who he was in Rogue One, right?
Yeah, the blind guy.
Well, he blind this one too.
Of course. You gotta have the blind architect.
Yeah.
For these movies.
And he's an old friend of John Wick. Bill Skarsgård is in this movie.
Who is that again?
Pennywise.
Oh.
Yeah.
He has a face. Like.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. He's in this movie and he does his part pretty well also. Do you remember the Japanese guy who's a great actor who was on Bullet Train who played Scorpion in Mortal Kombat? He's in this movie.
Oh, they got a cast.
Yeah, they got a cast. Then they got this guy named Shamir Anderson who plays Mr. Nobody / the Tracker. It's like they took Halle Berry for the third movie, turned her into a man, and gave him one dog.
Oh, they ain't had to do Halle like that.
So, and I was just like, but I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I like him better. I'm sorry. And it ain't because he a man. I'm just saying, but the way the character is portrayed, I like it better. And Scott Adkins is in this movie also.
Scott Adkins, that is, could you remind me?
Scott Adkins has been in a very bunch of action fighter movies. I'm trying to go down a movie that I think that you remember that he was in. If you watch the Ip Man movies, he was in Ip Man 4. He is also in, I don't know if Swag's seen any of these, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I know Donnie Yen's an Ip Man.
Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah. Yeah. Most of his movies are fighting movies and stuff that you... Okay, Expendables 2 as Hector. I'm trying to think who Hector was.
Yeah, who the heck was Hector?
He played... He did the body double for Weapon X of X-Men Origins Wolverine.
I'm sorry. I'm dumb. I have a computer right in front of me.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't know why.
So the cool thing about this movie, along with the action, is that now we have Bill Skarsgård has taken over for the table, and you see the actions from the third movie where the hotel manager, the concierge, the one who shot him off the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's gotten back there. He helped John Wick when he was supposed to. So let's just they come for let's say payment,
right?
To say the least. So now John Wick is like, okay, I gotta find a way to clear all of this. And the hotel manager said, well, look, you can challenge the head of the table to a duel, an old-fashioned duel. That is part of the thing, but you have to still be a member of a family type thing. Well, in the meantime, Donnie Yen is forcefully working with Bill Skarsgård, who is the head of this, the head of the table now.
Right.
And he's forcibly working with him because he's threatening to, kill his daughter. Cliche type stuff.
Yeah.
So, of course, he wants John Wick dead. When I say equally matched, is an understatement. When I say equally matched is an understatement. Then you have this guy who is a bounty hunter named the Tracker. That's Mr. Nobody, who has the dog, who is one of the best bounty hunters there are, and he's the only one that can keep eyes on John Wick. When John Wick can just go around, get lost, and go underground, stuff like that, he knows exactly where he's at all times.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. So, and he can have a clear shot at all times, but he's waiting for his asking price to go up. So, now, you got Danny Yen, who is forced to try to kill John Wick. Then you got the tracker who's trying to kill John Wick. And then you got John Wick who's trying to get out. Yep. That's basically your movie right there.
He's been trying to get out for the last couple movies.
And Swag, when I say it's a beautiful marriage, because the one thing about the John Wick movies is like, y'all can't fuck with John Wick.
Yeah.
Even Common, he ended up getting stabbed and smiled off on the bus. We don't know if he's dead or alive.
Yeah. I mean, it's still the same week. So he's probably in the hospital still.
But I have never seen John Wick put to his limits like I have in this movie.
Oh,
and I'm not talking about...
Should, honestly.
I'm not just talking about him getting his ass beat. He got his ass beat in the third one. Bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about somebody that's an equal match to him.
Right.
To the point where they can actually threaten death to John Wick.
Mm-hmm.
That right there made the movie 1,000 times more interesting. Because now you got them in the background. And then on top of that, these ain't throwaway characters. These are likable fucking characters here.
Oh, nice.
Like everybody came out the movie loving Mr. Nobody or the tracker like T, you know what I'm saying? Who I
because of the dogs.
Yeah, no, but here's the thing. Yeah, that dog is working, but he is just. It's like when he first came on screen, I was just like, "Yo, is that Yaya Patine?" I was like, "But that's how he looks." But at first, I was like, "No, okay, that's not him." But he's just great. And then Danny Yang, it's just like this. His character is like this is if Daredevil really couldn't see.
Wow.
Because Daredevil sees the vibrations and stuff.
Yeah.
Danny Yang plays the character like, okay, fuck the vibrations. I'm really blind.
Right.
And then what I love is it has balance. It's just not mindless action after action after action after action. It's actually a balance. I was like, how are we doing this in a John Wick movie? Because that first hotel scene when they try to go after John Wick on the concierge in Osaka, and I'm just like, this is how Hawkeye should have been in the Avengers movies. This is how Hawkeye should have been. I was just like, I ain't never been scared of an archer until this movie. And then we actually have story build, and then we go to another scene where it's just like all I can say is, so I don't spoil you. It's like, picture this: Danny Ing, which is the blind guy, John Wick, and the Tracker versus the Kingpin.
The die.
Yeah, that. I enjoyed that scene a lot. And then, of course, as like I said, the movie never felt 3 hours to me. At all. It never felt 3 hours to me. And throughout the whole movie, you're sitting there wondering, like, because at all the John Wick movies, you're like, okay, he eventually is going to go and kill who he wants to kill and find out what he wants to find out and try stuff and get out. But this time, I'm really thinking, like, yo, is he going to get this?
Right.
Because there's so many different angles that they're coming from, and it's kind of hard to not say too much without spoiling the movie. And I know it'd be different if this was Shazam. I'm like, okay, he may not go see this. You're going to go see John Wick.
I do want to see it.
Okay, please go see John Wick.
Yeah.
You
when is the question, but I do want to see it.
You'll thank me later. You'll just text me checks in the mail because. you're gonna really want to go and see this, and then I'm telling you right now, the scene about the stairs, you're gonna like the stairs.
Everyone been talking about that.
Oh, about them stairs, bro. It was beautiful. I can't even spoil it and tell you, but it was good. It was good.
Someone said classic Daredevil scene, where it's like hallway almost.
That stands on its own because Danny A does some cool stuff in this movie where I'm just like, shit, Daredevil ain't doing that.
Right.
you know, and he can see it, kind of, you know. But this guy here, oh man, it's just it's beautiful. Oh, the way that, huh?
No, I was just laughing.
Yeah, it's just, of just how everything just comes together. It really is just a beautiful. Now, when it comes to things like by the way, the movie's just freaking gorgeous. Like the cinematography and everything like that. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful looking from the sunsets to the elaborate paintings to the color structure to all that stuff. It's just a physically beautiful scope of a movie to watch. I was like, I didn't film this in Paris.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's beautiful. It's like I would love to personally go see this in IMAX.
That's saying a lot.
Yeah, I because you know me, I don't give a fuck. I just want to go see a movie. I don't care about 2D, 3D, 4D, X. I don't care about any of that. I'm just like, but this one I was like, I would love to go check this out in IMAX. Because this is that gorgeous of a movie. Now, when it comes to the things I did not like, I'm telling you right now, this is going to sound crazy, but if I find anything I don't like, it's because I'm nitpicking. And I'm nitpicking. And then, look, like I told T when I was in the theater, Vin Diesel need to call Keanu Reeves and be like, how do I make these things flow like you did? Because Fast and the Furious ain't flowing like these John Wick movies have been flowing.
I agree.
They have not been, and they both got ludicrous action. I mean, first of all, John Wick defies gravity. That's in the trailer. I mean, if he fall off something else and live, I'm sitting there thinking like, bruh, you are defining gravity here. And it's like, I don't get it. And they do the same thing in the Fast and Furious movies, but I'm just like, he got a balance in these John Wick movies that Vin Diesel need to call and figure out how to do it.
Yeah,
because he
John Wick gets hurt.
Yeah.
I don't think we seen Vin Diesel in the car tumbling down the road unscratched.
Yeah, and there's going to be a scene where you're a gamer, so you know it. It's like bird's eye view of action when they're in this big abandoned warehouse, and it starts from the ground, but it travels upward, and it looks like, remember Grand Theft Auto 2?
Yeah.
Or kind of like what's that game that y'all playing? What was it? Diablo? Or something?
I don't play Diablo, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but it has that bird's eye view of all this action going on at the same time, and I'm just telling you, man, this thing, I was sitting like, I can't believe this is happening right now. When they was using the fucking dragon's breath guns and stuff like that, I was like, what is happening in this scene? It's just going all crazy, and I'm telling you, the tracker, him and his dog was going at it, and then him and John Wick started going at it, and I'm just like, they just could not get the upper hand on each other. I loved it.
Yeah, I gotta see it.
Yeah, I loved it. I really loved it. And in the end, it's great.
Now I already know they're making 5. Did they record this back to back? I wasn't sure if they still were.
I can't tell you.
Okay.
I can't tell you.
Gotcha.
I can't tell you about 5 because it's going to spoil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I can't do anything about that. Sorry. You gotta go see.
I will try next week, maybe.
Okay. I can't. I just got. There's so many things. Trust me. Me and T came home and told Lady Sketch and my sister. They was sitting on the couch. It's like, oh, okay. We were sitting there, come home excited. Like I said, I ain't never come home from a John Wick movie like this.
Y'all was fake fighting each other.
Man, I ain't never come home from a John Wick movie like this. I was like, this, because if I had to rank them, 4 goes at the top. And that's hard to say when it comes to a 4th movie in the franchise.
Yeah, that's tough. Because the only thing I would say close to that, Fast 5.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, God, Fast 5 is great.
That's the only thing. And Mission Impossible Fallout.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good, because Mission Impossible Fallout was hella good.
That was like
Even
they
though
took that to another level.
They did. Even though they just kept going like, no, I tricked you here, but I'll trick you again. But you didn't see this trick come. I tricked you one more time. I was like, can somebody just get like the trick is over?
My ankles are gone already. Like
exactly.
You don't need to break them any more than what you already have.
Exactly. It's very hard where those sequels are the best one. When this come out on Blu-ray, I'm getting it. When it come out on digital, I'm watching it. When it comes to John Wick Chapter 4, it is a complete nerdgasm.
That's wild. I wasn't expecting that.
Complete nerdgasm. Ain't nothing lower. No A minus, no B. Like well, it could have been. No, fuck that. It's a complete nerdgasm.
We are in a year.
We are
the amount of games we got. The all the games coming out this year. I mean, Resident Evil 4. They're calling it the greatest game ever made again.
Oh, and this is the remake, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh God.
All the movies coming out. I heard June gonna go crazy with animated movies.
Bro, it's look April because Mario about to come out in April.
That's right.
Mario come out the same week Air come out. I gotta go see both of them.
Look, I'm worried about. I'm focused on Spider-Verse, Ninja Turtles, Guardians 3. Those are my focuses.
Oh, yeah, bro, look, I'm Lord willing, plan to watch all of them. But y'all got in the meantime, go watch John Wick. Zachary Levi's lying. And I even see Shazam to know that he lying. Go see John Wick Chapter 4. You're going to enjoy it. It don't feel like 3 hours at all. It don't. And I can relate to this, and you can relate to this too. Those movies are so much better when you had a black stereo.
Oh yeah.
And they were in effect at the movie theater, and I loved every minute of it.
Oh yeah.
Even T was enjoying it. I was just like, boy, I said, there's some movies that you don't see John Wick, you got to have a black stereo in the theater, bro.
I remember the last one. I think it was 3 what we saw.
Exactly, yeah.
I was like, ow! It's like, yeah.
Boy, you heard them a lot when they was on them steps. I'm telling you that right now.
I gotta see it.
Yeah, I had to put it on you. But guys, that's our review for John Wick. Make sure you go see it. It's complete nerdgasm.